Movie review number 1211 is Homestead. Homestead is a 2024 movie directed by Ben Smallbone. Ben Smallbone. This has Angel Studios, Radiant Film Studios, Skies Fall Entertainment, 2521 Entertainment, and 10 Ton Productions. I saw this movie on December 29th, 2024 at Regal Cinema 16 in Deerfield Town Center in Mason, Ohio. So this was a pretty good movie. And this movie, I believe, was based on a book called Black Autumn by Jeff Cookham and Jason Ross. So Homestead is a movie about a former Green Beret and other survivors who take refuge inside an elaborate compound when an attack on America leaves the world in chaos. Oh, yeah. So there is a nuclear bomb that is detonated in Los Angeles, California, and the nation devolves into unprecedented chaos. S. Green Beret Jeff Erickson and his family escape to the homestead. The homestead is an eccentric prepper's fortress nestled in the mountains. As violent threats and apocalyptic conditions creep toward the borders, the residents of the homestead are left to wonder. How long can a group of people resist both the dangers of human nature and the bloodshed that is at their doorstep? Oh, this was pretty good. And there are definitely moments in the movie where you're not really sure what some of the characters are going to do. Like, the homestead is a fortress, and Jeff Ellison takes his family there, along with a couple of other families, but there are a bunch of people outside the fortress that are wanting to get in. Some of them are saying, yes, let them in. Some of them are saying, don't let them in. And let's just say that this causes conflict between some of the residents at the homestead, along with Jeff Ellison as well. And then something else happens that could definitely spill some bloodshed right at their doorstep. Oh, this was pretty good. So this has Neil McDowell as Ian Ross. Ian Ross is the main main character who is in a homestead home. Ian Ross has a wife and child. Dawn Overleary portrays Jenna Ross, who is Ian's wife. Bailey Chase portrays Jeff Erickson in the movie. Jeff is an S Green Beret, and he takes his wife and children to the homestead for safety. Kieran Giovanni portrays Tara Erickson in the movie, who is Jeff's wife. Susan Mishner portrays Evie McNulty. Tyler Lofton portrays Abe Erickson. Kevin Rawson portrays Tit. Corey Grant portrays Blake Masterson. Olivia Senapia portrays Claire Ross. Jesse Hutch portrays Evan Reed. Ariel Linares portrays Lieutenant Javi Espada. Grace Powell portrays Molly McNulty. Jared Remaster portrays Rick Baumgartner. Caden Daldomir portrays Theo Benolti. Emmanuel McCall portrays Bing. Ivy Lloyd Mitchell portrays Marta Baumgartner. And Kobe Strong portrays Christian. So this is a post-apocalyptic movie that results in like the end of the world. When a nuclear bomb detonates in Los Angeles, and it definitely threatens the world's supplies and air, Jeff Erickson takes his family to the homestead, which is located in the mountains. The Ericksons, along with a couple other families, are allowed inside the homestead where the residents, Ian Ross and his family, live. Well, there's a problem. Well, actually, a couple of problems. First of all, Jeff Aronson is not exactly happy with the amount of soldiers that Ian Ross has. Well, Ian Ross has a bunch of soldiers. The problem is, they don't exactly have the expertise or combat to face whatever threat may be coming at their doorstep. Jeff Aronson did bring some other comrades of his along, but in order to protect this homestead, Jeff Aronson will have to train the other soldiers along with Ian Ross in his family to try to protect the homestead from whatever threats come their way. And another problem is the amount of people that they are letting inside the homestead, and there are also other people that are behind the fortress or right behind the gate of the fortress that are wanting to get in, including a friend of Ian Ross. And Ian is unsure whether to let these guys in or not. And Jeff Ellison is saying, no, don't do this. For two reasons. One, they don't want any risk to be involved. And second of all, they're running out of food and supplies to take care of themselves. And even though they are trying to give the other people that are behind the gate some of this food, it gets to a point where they're not sure how long they can live with this limited amount of food supply. Now they do have a farm and a garden, but the question is, will it be enough to last them for a winter and a couple of months after that? But there was one other thing. Somebody does get inside the fortress and looks at the amount of supply along with guns and other weapons that Ian Ross has. And this guy does not like that at all. Because I believe in the movie, the police and SWAT team are asking all residents to hand over their weapons. And when Ian Ross doesn't do that, let's just say that this guy said that he will be back. This could be the threat that Jeff Aronson might be referring to Ian Ross that could result in a showdown later on in the movie. I won't say what happens, but it's very interesting to see how there are two different sides at the homestead. Some of them are wanting to help the other residents. Some of them are saying that it's too risky to do this. And also, can they get the soldiers trained, including the women, like the mothers of the house, to protect this home before any threats come knocking at their doorstep? Because bloodshed might come, and it might come for them. Now, I will say that the movie does end with some unresolved plots, but this is because if and this is because the movie eventually continues with a TV series that is on angelstudios.com or on the Angel Studios website. And I'll be very interested to see the TV series. I heard it might be like 8 episodes, but I'm not completely sure. But it'll be very interesting to see what happens next. Now, at the very end of the movie, it does show a glimpse of what the TV series might show that you didn't get to see in the movie, and it could definitely be intense. But yeah, this was pretty good. I definitely recommend it. So that's my movie review of Homestead. Please enjoy my next movie review. Alright, goodbye.